I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast for Thursday. 1 day to the weekend and a 3-day weekend at that. How lovely, huh? Gosh, I'm so excited.
Your boy can't wait.
Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun.
We've deserved a little extra day to sleep in.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big day for me because I got 2 pieces coming in to finish my dinosaur garden.
Oh, wow.
It's a big day. I got to be there to sign for it. It's very fancy.
What are those pieces? Can you say, or am I just ruining the whole thing?
No, I don't think you are ruining. It's a mom raptor protecting her egg.
Okay, it's big.
It's real big.
Yeah.
And then I'll let this one be a surprise. We got another piece coming.
Do you have a T-Rex?
T-Rexes are too fucking big, man. A T-Rex is...
Boo.
Fuck you.
I mean, I'm not going if you don't have a fucking T-Rex.
Well, guess what? I'm not getting a T-Rex.
Okay. That's how you keep her away, huh?
I only support dinosaur gardens that have a T-Rex.
First of all, the T-Rexes are insanely expensive, and my yard's not big enough. Those things are huge.
It's kind of the only important dinosaur and the most famous one.
You don't think I've had sleepless nights about that? You don't think I know? Believe me, I'm very T-Rex insecure.
Yeah, somebody had texted us earlier because we were talking about that 124-year-old crocodile that used to kill humans when it was like 2 years old. Ooh. And then we were talking about the population thing, about how maybe in 9 generations, if the population continues to plummet, there won't be any humans left. And the guy said, so what you're telling me is this crocodile is one day going to dig up humans and then he's going to create a human garden with our bones?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because there will be none of us left.
Dang.
Yeah, I guess that could happen.
Is that the new thing, the new fear thing that's going to scare everybody? We're going to be dead out of population.
I'm hearing it a lot. Elon Musk is on it. I've heard it address kind of his little circle of people. It's been a big topic of conversation, the population decline. And I always thought, hey, that's probably a good thing, right? I think we got too many people as it is. And then there was a guy, I think I saw a clip, can't remember his name, smart dude. Yeah, I think he was on Joe Rogan's podcast. And he was talking about the population thing. It was something I had seen on Twitter. Somebody broke it down. He was the one that had mentioned the comment of, if it continues at this rate, then I think it was within 9 generations, then there would just be no humans.
9 generations is not that many.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's not like 50 generations.
Well, and I think what they're saying is you're not many generations away from starting to feel it. And people had some good points, that had come in. One person gave us a text earlier and they said, people with no kids, you need to remember that somebody else's kid is now going to be the doctor taking care of you, the fireman putting out the fire in your house, the engineer designing your roads. Those kind of things is where you might start to know where they can't, like right now they are having a hard time filling teacher jobs. And I don't think it's because of population. I think it's because the job sucks. But imagine that might be the future of it, where you start having things that are necessary jobs that we just don't have enough people to fill.
Now we're throwing guilt into the mix. Oh, you're going to die.
This is all the conversation I've heard. And then some people are using it to justify, and I think it's tied into the AI as well. And I saw today, 50% of American workers, according to a recent poll, are nervous about AI taking their job.
Well, no shit.
Yeah, so... I don't know enough about it. I've only heard the chirpings of it, so I'm not well steeped in being able to speak on this topic, but I just know what the rhetoric has been. And I'm wondering how much agenda-based is it? Is it a way to tie in and justify AI? Is it truly a concern? And right now, it's just the guys who like to sound smart and who think they're smart that are talking about it.
Well, I mean, it's not like we haven't seen AI already start doing this. It's already taken people's jobs. We've seen them take people's spots on radio where they have an AI fake person talking on the air where a human could have been there. And they're going to always stand behind, well, it's more efficient and it's cheaper, blah, blah, blah. But again, that is the beginning stages of the robots taking over human jobs.
I think we're going to be hearing a lot more about this. as I can judge it right now, it feels like it's just at the beginning of you're starting to hear this discussion about population decline and the rise of AI and the correlation between the two. I imagine it's going to be something that over the next couple of years will be something you'll hear a lot about.
Well, earlier this week or last week, you were talking about how humans are developing relationships with technology.
Yeah.
That is a big reason why people aren't reproducing anymore. We're addicted to technology. We're having relationships. We're not around each other like we used to be. And that's only going to get worse the more technology progresses.
Yeah. I'll get a little bit more into the conversation and try to get a better understanding of what everybody's saying. But we did get a lot of comments on it today because there are going to be a lot of people who are going to choose to not have kids and they don't want to be penalized because of their decisions. And then there are going to be people who are going to say, you know what, I'm kind of on the fence about having kids, but man, the people who don't have them, man, they really sell a good lifestyle. I'm not sure I want to do it. Man, how damaging is that? I think that's ultimately what you got to figure out. Now, some of the comments that we got via text, one said, just because us as humans are able to have children does not mean that we are obligated to do so. Another text said, we are already paying for children that people don't want. Look at what happens in the state of Florida with food stamps, housing, government checks, take care of children. I work in healthcare, and I've seen it so many times where somebody has a multiple amount of children, yet nobody's taking care of them. They're in it so that they can have a nice place to live and not have to work. Why should we make it any worse? I do remember probably 2 to 3 months ago, somebody was making TikTok videos showing how they were having kids just to get, and they like, I got a flat screen, I got this and that. People were getting, of course, all upset about that.
If you think this is going to be all kumbaya, everyone's going to want to join hands and take care of everybody, you're fucking living in la la land.
I think this might be the future hottest topic we have coming at us, where it's going to be very contentious. And people are going to fight like crazy
and there'll
about
be guilt thrown at the people who don't have kids, and then there'll be anger thrown at the people who do have kids.
I don't want people that don't have kids to feel guilty. I just want the tax break for the inconvenience of already having to.
Mm-hmm. And one person said, people without children do not pay child care costs, so amenities to the government for the current piddly tax credit. I got about $400 last year. I pay over $23,000 a year for daycare for my child so I can work. Having children also provides jobs for hundreds of thousands of adults, teachers, daycare, pediatricians, etc. From a CPA, increasing child tax credits actually improves the economy and also has shown to improve the lives of children when parents can provide more for their children.
Yeah, I think if you're having kids,
this is currently right now going to be a hot political topic for the upcoming presidential election. It's starting to ramp up into that because they're starting to ask both candidates how they side on it.
That's why, if you listen to the segment earlier, go, can I just get political?
Wait, how many kids does Kamala have?
Stepkids. I don't believe she has any biological.
Interesting.
Well, and of course, that's one of the big fights that's going on because Trump's boy Vance has made some comments that are very polarizing about people with kids and not having them and such.
Matt,
How many does he have?
What's his favorite color and what was his GPA senior year in college?
Yeah, I know that Kamala's VP pick has 2. I think Vance has 2. I'm not positive, though. Yeah.
I'm curious.
Man, why are you grilling Kevin? Get a fucking political stat wrong so he can get some more emails thrown at him.
Political Kev knows what's up.
Yeah, Anna said 2 kids, Kev. Thank you. Yeah, I thought so, but yeah, there you go.
Can make Kevin say the wrong political number. He's going to get fucking 50 emails yelling at him.
Kev's wrong again.
In all caps.
Yeah.
I knew you were a Republic rat.
Danielle has a comment out about Virginia's advice to deal with the mom following the school bus, and she would do it for the bully and then stand there and intimidate the bully when the bully got off the school bus. And I'm not sure Danielle thinks that's the right move. She said, remember what the mom did to Rocco not that long ago about the online post that he did with the new company for Rocco and his friend? The mom called Rocco directly. And then Panda had to approach the mom and request, hey, next time, can we do this parent to parent? Handle it that way. I think it's how it should be handled. A parent shouldn't go straight to the kid, especially if it could make the child upset like it did Rocco. And even if the kid is being a bully, it should be parent to parent, unless you see it happening in the moment firsthand.
Bullies are different. Rocco wasn't bullying anybody.
Okay.
Bullies should be handled different. You got to let a bully know what the fuck is up.
And the mom needs to do that.
Well, if the kid can't, I'm right here.
Okay.
Bullies are handled differently than intellectual property squabbles between two nerdy kids. It's not even the same thing.
Okay. All right. Put it on record. Virginia ain't backing down.
No, I'm actually doubling down.
Okay. And Barbara, this one is about Jbird and the comments that we'd had. There was some confusion as to whether or not driver's ed is offered in high schools or not. And Barbara said 2 years ago, my daughter took driver's ed at Wellington High as a 15-year-old with a learner's permit only. They took her in a car that was set up with another set of brakes for the teacher, seated in the passenger seat, and they taught her how to drive over the semester.
Yeah, I was talking about 1995 stats. I could be wrong. I just know when at my school, if you took driver's ed, you weren't always in a car. You took it for the education. My sister took it. My mom would not fucking let my sister go in a car with a teacher. It just never would have happened. But she took driver's ed.
I don't know if my daughter was offered it because she could have used it.
It's an elective, and I don't know how they do it anymore. Because I never took it.
I think every kid should be required to take it.
I don't hate that as that being one of the things you should
You
take
gotta
during.
take it. You gotta take it when you're in high school. When you're 16, you can't graduate without it. How about that?
There's some other stupid shit they make you take.
I know. I mean, honestly, give them practical stuff that the kids are going to use. I mean, my son should be able to take a class on gambling.
I don't hate that. You really could teach a class on that. The do's and don'ts.
You really could, yeah. I mean, he would love it. There'd be the one class he would absolutely ace every semester.
He could teach it.
He honestly, he's getting to the point that he could.
I mean, there are real rules of gambling that you should follow that you need to know and learn about.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing.
I don't know a fraction of what Cannon knows about gambling.
His wealth of knowledge on everything now, as I talk to, it's just I thought it was over-unders and who wins, and I mean, no, he's well into. I can't understand his jargon with it now.
Put that post up today and see what kind of interaction you get. Should gambling be allowed in our children's schools?
Yeah, should it be taught as an elective?
An
Just
elective.
watch all the fucking comments.
You got a lot of math in it. Got a lot of math.
That's why I never could gamble or never would gamble and be good at it.
Yeah, honestly, it is impressive. Cannon is good at math.
He's a mathlete.
He is. He's very good at math, and when he ties it into sports, it's unreal.
Well, my dad taught me how to gamble, and it was fun, but he really tried to drill it in my head. You never bet too much.
Yes.
You're betting for fun. That's what you're doing this for, almost like an activity. If you're gonna bet on tennis, you only bet $10 because
I know
it doesn't
right.
hurt you too bad.
I'm there, and so yeah, it's just trying to keep this thing caged in. It's tough. So
I feel like my dad made me become a responsible gambler.
yeah,
But you didn't have an app on your phone like Canon.
right.
That's a good
Cannon's
point.
got Child Brain and Access Unlimited.
Yeah,
That's a
and,
dangerous combo.
well, and then he's got this thing. He works at grandma all the time. and gets-
Grandma's credit card.
And so I don't know what I'm trying to keep it under wraps, but I can't because between Cannon working grandma and then my wife, and she was in on it the other day, and he had laid a bet. He won $1,500 the other day.
He did?
What?
$1,500. He's got apparently thousands of dollars now.
Are you shitting me?
No, I'm not shitting you. It's like it's grown out of control. I can't keep it under wraps.
He won $1,500. How much does one have to
$1,500.
wager to win
I have
that?
no idea. I'm like, Kim, what the hell's going on with this
I
gambling?
thought you said you were trying to keep it around them $10 bets.
Yes,
It's hard to-
I wanted $5 bets. He wanted to do 10. I said that's too much.
Look, he's got too much cheddar coming in. I mean, you want to teach lessons.
I
but
told
when you
Kim,
got
like, what
thousands,
the hell is going on, Kim? I'm
he's
like,
he's making money.
shit. That's what she said. He's making a shit ton of money. Is what's happening.
Now, Kevin,
I'm
go
like,
back to
what
your
are
room.
you guys doing? Like, you gotta stop this insanity.
If he's bringing in the money, the gambling's not stopping.
It's out of control.
Kim likes it.
Well, look up.
She's got the fever.
Well, and then
got thousands of dollars.
And here's the thing, too. I thought they took these little fuckers' phones away because yesterday I'm getting texts from Canada be like, hey, did you get a code from the Hard Rock betting app? And I'm getting codes all day long from Hard Rock. I'm like, how do you have a phone? This
In
is
your
the middle-
class.
Oh.
Yes.
A very talented gambler always finds a way to put down his bet.
All he's doing is laying bets all day long.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, is right.
Kevin, get your house in order.
And I'm like to the school, I'm like, can you take his phone away? Can you stop giving him money? What the fuck are we doing?
He pulls up at a Tesla.
I can't stop anyone.
He buys a car.
I'm trying to stop all of it. I can't. It's just, It's gone.
One day
it's
you
just completely out of my control.
You show up from coming home from work in an Uber, and he pulls up in a Tesla.
He's gonna have a Tesla.
See, Dad?
It's unbelievable.
Dad don't have a car.
I have nothing. I've got nothing, and they're all taking everything from me.
Including your sanity.
What little I have, people are just robbing on a daily basis.
What age? I have nothing.
I have nothing. There's nothing I have. I don't have anything. I really don't. To assess what I have, there's just nothing.
You got us.
Again, you got nothing.
You got nothing, man.
I got nothing. This is all I got. This is the only room I ever walk into where I have a little bit of authority. This is the only room. That's why I love coming in here. I'm like, gosh, this is great. Okay.
Respect on my name.
A slight bit of power.
The K comes first, bruh.
Yeah. You're right.
You
That's
in charge in here.
This is the only room I have a little bit of power.
You're the king of the dipshits.
But you know what? You're my dipshits. And I love you.
Well, we love you too. We feel sorry for you, but we love you.
We love you, King.
We love you with a tear rolling down our cheek.
Yes, I hear you. It's just I don't know how we got here. I really don't. Don't know how we got here. Anyway, this anonymous mom of a 17-year-old was talking about, a listener said all schools have driver's ed. That's absolutely not true. The high school my son attends does not. They have 0 driver's ed classes, nothing at all, no class you can take. So, yeah, I guess it just depends.
It just matters where you go.
Right.
But wouldn't it be a great thing to talk about for this to be a requirement, an elective that you have to pass? You know, you have to have so many electives and so many French or Spanish and all that. Mm-hmm. Maybe not where they're going in the car with the instructor, because that sounds like it would be expensive, but at least like the teachings in the classroom where they learn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. I just think I have a kid that hit 3 things in her senior year, and it cost me so much money. And if there would have been an elective for her to do for driving, I would have required it of her.
Right.
Maybe that could have helped us. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Well, as we wrap up here, this is the final weekend of summer. It is like technically and kind of officially over. The summer of Vlad is going to be coming to a close, and this might be about the last hurrah. I know Virginia's been working on that Duffy's card, and so an exchange to get your haunted doll might be happening here very soon.
Yes, very soon. Everybody's interested. I think they want the Duffy's card, and I don't know if it's a good idea, but Vlad's coming home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it is a good idea. I'm supposed to destroy my Ouija board tonight.
While your bottom half is falling apart, Vlad, who had a leg transplant with Prince Eric from The Little Mermaid, has never walked better. Vlad looks great.
Honestly, when Vlad got stolen, that's when my life fell apart. I'm shitting you not. That's when it all went. The dog piss.
So when you get him back, will you get your life back together?
I mean, I just think, I don't know, man. I just feel like it's been a full moon for 3 months. Oh!
Yeah, I mean, just a lot of interesting things happening with Vlad. He's been going to Bud's, trying out your bird sauce.
Oh, that's kind.
Yeah, so he's been doing that with the food, and it says, I love dipping my corn balls in your sweet bird sauce.
Oh, yeah. Make it
Yeah.
sexy, Vlad.
Went by and had an experience with the Costco werewolf. Wound up in the Costco werewolf's mouth.
I mean, it's amazing. That first of all, holy shit, that wolf.
Yeah.
They take him out, and they're giving him adventures.
That is a different. Can I have that email, please? That's a different kind of wolf.
It
I
is
think.
a different wolf than
Yeah,
you
might
have.
wanna get that 'cause-
It's the Costco werewolf.
Yep. And Vlad also, I don't know if you saw this, but Vlad got a full makeover as well. In fact, he wanted to go kind of with a John Lennon look. So he actually is completely radically different now. I mean, that's Lennon circa 1970 right there.
That is. Wow. It also looks a little like Charles Manson.
Okay, yeah. A little bit like that. He looks
younger
very handsome.
Manson.
Looks very handsome compared to where he was. So, Yeah, I mean, he just honestly, he's never looked better, has he?
No, yeah, has it? He's
Doing well.
He looks very healthy.
You don't want to go back to you.
Okay, well, I don't know. We'll see. But looks like the summertime's coming to the end. The summer of Vlad is going to be wrapping up. Got some props here from Karen. She said, Jbird, I just wanted you to know that your obscure movie reference did not go unnoticed. Today, when Kevin asked if you were okay to stand up for World Record Wednesday, you said with a thick Western accent, I'm in my prime. I knew in an instant that was Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday in Tombstone, ready to fight Billy Ringo, even though he was dying of tuberculosis. What a great reference. And you are in your prime, Jbird. You got this.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
That is awesome. That's one of my all-time favorite movies, and I always forget Val Kilmer's performance in Tombstone is in the top 5 best performances of any movie ever made ever.
I have to go back and watch that. I don't think I've seen it since the 90s, and you're right. I do remember him being fantastic in that.
That's when you know awards didn't mean shit because he wasn't even nominated for that. It was such a phenomenal performance, and that whole movie's got a lot of fun facts to it where they hired a director who didn't know what the fuck he was doing, so
really?
Kurt Russell had to take over the movie
Oh, really?
and really directed
Wow.
it, but doesn't get credit for that. But really was the guy that kind of wrangled everybody in and
How
said,
about that?
we're doing it this way, we're doing it
Yeah.
that way. And he kind of, the one guy got fired, one director got fired. It was a lot of drama.
Great cast, too, right?
Yes. Johnny Ringo, unbelievable. He's the dude from Terminator, the guy that comes back to the future.
Okay.
He's a great actor. He does a great job as well.
Sam Elliott is in it.
Great. There's not a lot of fat on that bone.
Bill Paxton.
He's one of the weaker ones in the movie.
Okay. Dana Delaney is in it. You'd mentioned Kurt Russell. And Jason Priestley is in that.
He is.
Huh.
He has a crush on the one dude that's the actor.
Okay. And yeah. it is
Billy
from-
Zane. Billy Zane's in that. Yeah, it's
Oh,
the actor.
okay.
Yeah, it's
from 1993.
Is a great. I know people don't like westerns a lot. This is a different kind of western.
Billy Bob Thornton is in it.
One of my favorite parts. He's a little portly in that movie.
Okay.
Doesn't look like Billy Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember he was a little bit before the Sling Blade stuff.
That scene is awesome.
Yeah. Thomas Hayden Church is in it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, and then a lot of faces that you may not recognize the name, like Dana Wheeler Nicholson, but she's one of those actresses that she's played in so many roles. If you saw her face, you'd be like, oh, okay. John Corbett is in it, Virginia.
Oh, yeah. Sex in the City. My least favorite love pairing for.
I think she belonged with Aiden.
I don't like Aiden. I think he's boring.
Well, she let Mr. Big die. I don't care what anyone says. Big is dead because of Carrie Bradshaw. Fight me.
The Peloton killed him.
I love man. I got the scathiest email when I said that the first time. I go, oh yeah, Carrie Bradshaw killed Big, and this long email. She did not kill Big.
Why couldn't it have been Aiden that died?
Whatever, man. Aiden was secure for her. First of all, Carrie Bradshaw plays fucking mind games.
She does, but we all do. Welcome to the dance. I think Aiden was so boring. Big had it going on.
Sorry, Kev. Virginia hijacked the conversation. Got me all fired up about Sex
Yeah.
in the City again.
It's just two hens cackling in the hen house.
Yeah. And another actress from Tombstone, Paula Malcolmson. She played the wife of Ray Donovan in that show for many series. And she was also in Sons of Anarchy, I believe. And she's another one of those faces where a great actress just don't really know the name. It's not a household name.
That'd probably be another one to go back to and watch is Sons of Anarchy. I never saw the final season, and I remember how much I loved
I thought about
that
getting into it, but I
show.
keep
You
hearing it's
did.
pretty intense.
It made you want to get a motorcycle gang together.
I drove up to Port St. Lucie because these guys said they were in a former motorcycle gang, and believe me, they were not in a former motorcycle gang.
You got catfish.
I kind of did. I did.
You pull up, they got mopeds.
It was weird, uncomfortable, and not fun.
Let me see. Got a little bit of a call out here, not in a negative or positive way, Curtis says. I just see what you're doing there, Kev. You totally threw Master Debater yesterday against Jbird by choosing bath over shower. He even rigs it against himself sometimes. You know what? It's kind of odd. I had one of my cousins driving through town, and he heard that as well, and he's like, bath? You know what? I screw the pooch on it. my thought and my strategy, I know Bird loves baths. And I thought if I could take that away, maybe I would shake him a bit.
Take his power.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were doing, honestly.
was.
Yeah.
I thought you were too.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. So, and it didn't work out, obviously, for me. That was a terrible strategy. But yeah, that was what I was going with. I was trying to snag the bath away from him because I figured he'd have a stronger argument on that one. So I would take it. And I don't believe in baths. I think I was 6 when I had my last bath. So.
Oh my gosh, I just took one last night. I love baths.
Yeah. So, I knew he's a bath guy.
I
so-
love
But
it's so fun.
I
Got
gambled.
jets
I
come
gambled,
out.
and unlike my son, I lost.
Do you like baths, V?
I do if I have time. I do, but I just usually don't have time. So I have a big bathtub that we never use. When Rocco was little, we would get in it, but now it's just too difficult.
Fun answer.
Sorry. I'm not like you. I don't sit in the bath with a glass of wine, light candles, and tug myself.
That's because I don't have kids, but I will pay for them in the future. All right, you got me.
All your kids are floating in your bathwater.
That's disgusting.
Oh, God.
That's so gross.
Oh, that is gross.
And I don't jerk off in the tub like that.
Oh, whatever. Go sell that
Just
bag
let
of
it
lies.
sit and float around you.
Yeah, that's so not my game.
Gosh, that would be so gnarly.
Do you know how this works?
Just soaking in my own semen.
Oh God.
I can see you now.
Oh, and I take the warmest, hottest bath. That's so disgusting.
Yikes.
No, everyone knows you jerk off in the shower, not the bathtub. I actually don't like shower jerking anymore. That's a young man's game, I feel.
Yeah. Melody did call me out, though, legit. She said you were talking about the song that should be the song of the summer that Spotify did not even include in their top 5. I had some help. She said you didn't play a sample of the song, so I did not know what song you were talking about. So, yes, I should have had that sample there because I took for granted that everybody probably knew what that song was because we play it 18,000 times
I
a day.
had some help. You know I didn't make it by myself.
But you are right there, Melody. One got past me today, so I should have had that there.
Damn it, Kevin.
I know. I know.
Everyone's on this man's ass.
Oh, I know it every day when I'm putting together the show. I'm like, oh boy.
You can think about all the mistakes you made as you ride home in your Uber because you don't have a car.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. In between getting things from the Hard Rock betting app. That's what threw me off.
Don't you love getting emails of all the shit you're doing wrong?
Yes. And Jeff gave his thought on it because, yeah, what I had pointed out, it's honestly, you can't even debate it. When you want to talk about how songs have performed, it is the highest performing song of the entire summer. And I think when you look at what Billboard is going to acknowledge as the song of the summer, it's going to be I Had Some Help.
Someone had a good point, though, and it is something you got to think about. If you've got the blessing of people who are pushing you, you're going to get more. You're going to get more listens and more plays. So that I know he's got the numbers on that. And it has been played the most. But is that because he's got so much promotion behind him?
Jeff has a different thought. He said, I think that Spotify didn't include him because they're still punishing him for the Morgan Wallen connection.
That could be it.
Yeah.
That really could be it.
Definitely could be it.
Right. So that might be it, even though you can't deny that has been the most played song of the summer and has done the best on the Billboard charts.
All the sweetness of Post Malone. There's
Yep.
still a little stank on Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the first time someone would have done that because they've paired up with someone they don't like or approve of. And they go, we're not going to work with you.
Couldn't have said it. Yeah, my daughter still will have nothing to do with Morgan Wallen.
Really?
Yeah.
See?
We'll go there. So there you go. Matt D in the Pizzle said, hey, I just wanted to follow up on some outstanding bits and events. Whatever happened to Jbird Cribs, Denny's Cribs?
I'm trying to get that shit popping for y'all. I don't want to give you like 79%. That's why I'm trying to finish this garden up. It's to do the crib episode. I got a few things I want to do to make it popping, and then we won't be stopping.
Changing your middle name to Pizza.
I couldn't do that. I don't know how much I can talk about it, but I was going to co-sign a loan for somebody, and if I would have been changing my name
You
during all
can
the...
say it. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I was going to co-sign a... Yeah, I was going to co-sign a... It just didn't work out, but during that process, I do have someone that reached out to me that said they can make it quick for me.
Okay.
But it's still on the list. I still want to do it, but I was told that if you change your name now and trying to co-sign, that might fuck that up.
What could go wrong? You already can't get your mail. Change your name, and I think the IRS at one point needed to know who you were too.
Yeah, there was a lot of that going on with my name and the IRS, which really slowed down the process. And then after that got finally figured out, I ran into a situation where someone needed some help.
Yeah. Said then Pizza Fest.
That's out of my control.
Yeah. Mimefest.
Again, out of my control. I would love for Mimefest to happen.
Mimefest might be a little more loosely attended.
I think Mimefest would be amazing.
Fuck Mimefest.
Everyone's dressed up.
But you can't talk. No one can talk.
No,
There's announcements.
There's announcements, but
How can you make
no one can
announcements
hear
when
them.
they're all
You have to
silent?
hold up a sign. Announcements coming soon. 10 a.m.
When a guy holds the mic, nothing comes out of it.
I just love that.
Omar said you could do a silent disco.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, just a bunch of mimes out there dancing to no music that you'd hear.
I think it's more for a video.
That'd be amazing. You could have, it would be interesting to see how many would show up. If you get 100 people, imagine having a plaza with 100 people and it's dead silent.
And the rule is, if you get caught talking or making
You get
noise,
kicked out.
we have mime bouncers that get you the fuck out of there.
It would be the quickest but most bizarre. It would be just for the video and people like, what is this?
I think for video purposes, it
Yeah.
would be fun.
I think if you set it up like this is going to be ridiculous and we're going to film it.
People
and-
will come to that.
Yeah,
come,
people
of
would come to
course.
People
that.
will come to that, but it better be a free event.
Yeah.
It's got to be a free event.
Completely free. Just see how many we could get. And it's only for like an hour.
Totally.
But yeah, you just go in there, you make a crazy video, and people are like, wait, what is this? And just to get the reaction of people walking by, you're like, what the hell?
Do all the food booths just serve you invisible food and then you have to mime and eat it?
No, you can eat food. You just can't talk. But yeah, I see what you're saying. If you wanna, if you wanna,
It
grab,
almost should be.
lasso that ketchup.
Like you'd order a beer, but it'd be an empty glass.
Empty glass and then you
You have
drink
to act like you're drinking it. And then you keep knocking several down, then you get a little tipsy. Oh.
This with you see something crazy.
What?
I'd like to describe it to the audience, but then that'd be breaking the mime code.
Okay. Tom
Mimefest.
Cruise asking about that.
The cruise was going to be huge.
Again, I have zero power on this. I think the cruise, you know, I was all about that. I think
know.
that got cut off.
Like we got shut down.
Matt, do
We
you
want to do these things. Trust us.
Matt closes by saying, "Are you just saying shit to say it?"
Well, that's part of it too, Matt.
He's the opposite of a mime. He won't shut the fuck up.
You're right.
Oh, you got some nerve, lady.
I wish he would mime more.
Me too, actually.
Don't give up.
I hear ya.
And yesterday, you're talking about the delicious banana shakes there at the Checkers on North Lake.
Oh, banana daiquiri?
Yeah, a lot of emails. People said, yeah, Checkers always has had bad write-ups from the health department. And yes, the one on North Lake has been closed for quite some time.
Oh, you were talking about going there after the show.
I know. I went there, it wasn't there.
Like years.
Nobody was there. So
People are like, Bird, what the fuck are you talking about?
I love talking about restaurants that once were that are no longer.
It's pretty amazing. And I love to hear this. Jessica in Madison, Wisconsin said, I want to let Kev know that I just watched the premiere of season 4 of Only Murders in the Building. No spoilers here, but it was great. My husband and I loved the show, and it was a good premiere episode. The scene with Martin Short and Zach Galifianakis is hilarious. Like I said, they have amazing guest stars that are always in this. So you're just like, oh my gosh. I mean, the cast is unreal. It was hilarious. Lots of suspense during the whole episode. I can't wait to see what the season brings. I think they get people that just want to be on the show to hang out with their friends, and it's almost like a side fun project for them.
They're at
it
that
has
level.
that feeling. Yeah.
Everybody's going to take their call.
Right.
Even Meryl Streep.
Yeah, Meryl Streep is on it a lot now.
I mean, everybody's going to take their call.
Yeah.
You can't.
It's all A-listers. It's unbelievable when you just see who walks on that. You're like, oh my gosh, they got them, and they're regarded as the best comedic actors in the business.
That's going to make everybody want to watch that show even more, too. It's kind of brilliant.
And
Yeah.
I think that's what's happening just in entertainment. You just see more A-listers going to that type of project.
Yeah, it is. It's fan. Yeah, I think they like the long form. You know, you do 8 to 10 episodes, and you have a great season, and You know, you can tell more story that way than doing a movie. Most people now don't want to. We saw that 90 minutes is the tap out time people want to spend with a movie. But for some reason, we'll sit there and freaking spend 5 hours binge watching a series.
Because you know you can stop it and come back to it.
Yeah.
The movies are a little bit different because they're trying to cram so much in.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just watched Back to the Future last week. I'm going to watch Back to the Future 2 this week.
Okay.
Just because I like the first two, and I didn't see the first one for so long, and I went back and watched it. Man, that movie is really special. That's a special movie.
Yeah. You like to see that kind of stuff.
There's a reason why it's a classic.
Yeah.
That's the one that Rocco's going to be watching this weekend for his movie review.
I hope he likes it.
I hope he does too, because Panda told me yesterday, he's like, hey, I don't like that movie. I was like, what?
Oh,
Really?
Panda does not like Back to the Future. I didn't think anybody felt that way about it.
That's what people say to me when I say I didn't like Beetlejuice. It has everything I should love, monsters and weird shit. For whatever reason, Beetlejuice just did not hit with me for some reason.
Yeah, I didn't love that one either.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
I love Beetlejuice.
Was it too goofy?
I don't know. It was just didn't feel it. But the Back to the Future is what I remember years ago. Is the twins were young, and I put it on. I'm like, this is a no-brainer. They're gonna love this movie. They're gonna be like, you're the best dad ever. And I put it on. They were, can we go do something else? Like 5 minutes in, they were done.
How old were they?
Probably 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that's Rocco's age.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of technology though, so that might make Rocco.
Yes. He's going to be all about that flux capacitor.
After the movies, he'll learn how to do time travel.
Yeah. So I think he'll like it. We'll see though.
What do you have to hit, Virginia, to go back in time? What's the
88 miles an hour.
Okay. 88 miles per hour.
You gotta say it like
yeah,
that though.
per hour.
Yeah.
That's all right.
There you go. Yeah, so there's a lot of cool stuff to watch this weekend, from shows to movies. Of course, football. Excited about that.
You definitely got a football boner.
I do. Yeah, absolutely. So tonight I was excited because there was kind of a cool game that I wanted to see, and I couldn't wait to watch it with Cannon. And they got a high school varsity game. I'm like, I thought you guys played on Fridays.
Don't worry. He'll be watching all the games this weekend. You can watch with him because he's got a lot of money on him.
He does. So much money.
He's doing a Pete Rose this week. Start to bet on high school games.
I know. I don't think, because the Hard Rock app is only outlet. They don't do high school.
Don't bet on yourself, kid.
Yeah, don't bet on yourself. All right, y'all have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.